Welcome aboard. At this time, we ask that your seat backs are in their upright position, your personal belongings are properly stowed, and that your cell phone is turned to silent or airplane mode. On behalf of Jennifer Pasalia and the entire accounting crew, we'd like to thank you for joining us for this brief, but mandatory, training. Personal reimbursements not pertaining to a conference. When requesting mileage reimbursements, please remember to include a map showing the mileage from your school site or home address to the destination. Always use the shortest route when choosing your directions. You'll also need to indicate the reason or purpose for this travel on the reimbursement. Reimbursements for items purchased must include all original receipts. You can use up to 5 receipts per reimbursement. If you have more than 5, you'll need to start a new form. Items or food purchased for trainings or meetings must be itemized and have an agenda and sign-in sheet of the attendees attached with it. If items were purchased online, the receipt must show items are paid for and shipped to the school address, not a personal address. When submitting your reimbursement form, you'll want to write the name of the store or restaurant where the items were purchased and a description of why these items were needed, such as for a safety meeting, science class, culinary class, etc. Please make sure that the employee has included their employee ID number, signed the form in blue or black ink, and it's also helpful to verify that the correct mailing address is on file with personnel, since a check will be mailed to the address. The approving supervisor or administrator will also need to sign the form and provide a budget code before submitting. Please submit all reimbursements within 7 days of purchase. Reimbursements will be processed within 30 days from the date received in the accounting department. Incomplete reimbursements will be sent back to the department or school site, which creates a delay in the reimbursement process. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to contact Cece at 6122. Accounts payable. When creating a purchase order, please put as much detail into the comment section and the item description as possible. This helps ensure the invoice will be paid on the correct purchase order. Myers-Stevens Insurance is a perfect example. Without a description of the field trip, it can often be very difficult to see which PO the invoice should be paid against. When submitting an invoice for payment, please make sure the following items have been completed. First, we ask that you make sure that this is an actual invoice, because unfortunately we cannot pay off of a quote. Second, we ask that the purchase order number is written on the invoice so that we know which rec this is pertaining to. And finally, the invoice must be signed by the principal or director before submitting. If you ever have any questions regarding accounts payable, please contact Krisha Ames at 6112. Conferences and travel. If you hit a lot of turbulence during your conference preparation and you feel that you're drowning, there's no cause for alarm because I'm always here to help in any way I can. And please remember, your office chair can be used as a flotation device. The following steps are new, so please pay close attention, especially if you're sitting near one of the emergency exits. When creating a new conference rec, you'll want to follow these important steps. Once in Escape, you'll want to click on Vendor Requisitions. Instead of clicking New, like you've always done, you'll want to click on Template Recs and choose Organization from the drop-down menu, and then select Go. You'll see 2 options listed. You'll want to take the one that says Site Secretary and Conference Name and Date in the comment line. After you've highlighted it, select Copy from the toolbar. Once the rec opens, you'll want to replace the information in bold in the comment line with information from your conference. Next, you'll want to click on Items and go line by line and fill in with any information that pertains to your specific conference. Not using a car rental? Just delete that item. In fact, delete any items that do not pertain to your conference. Once all your line items reflect the correct information for your conference, you'll just need to add a budget code and then you're ready to submit. Although this seems complicated, it will save you time by no longer needing to fill out the paper request form before building a rec.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, but don't call me Shirley. Before taking off and submitting a rec, there's a few important things to remember. Let's review the training card provided, and before you know it, you'll be on your way to creating your conference recs. If you've registered the participants already, attach that information as well. In fact, attach as much information as possible. The basics will be included in the conference rec. However, additional information such as flight requests, hotels, and room assignments are always helpful during the booking process. The more information we have from the start, the better we can serve you. We ask that you please try and get the request submitted as early as possible. We know last-minute conferences can happen. In case of an emergency, please do not panic. Slowly and in an orderly fashion, make your way to the nearest telephone and give me a call. When claiming mileage on your reimbursement form, don't forget to include a map. Recent changes to the conference meal reimbursement policy have been made. Reimbursements will be paid at the rate of $20 per meal with a $60 per day maximum. Meals are based on travel time, conference location, and whether meals are provided in the cost of the conference registration. Receipts are no longer necessary for meals. If you have any questions or need help while creating a conference rec or while attending a conference, please contact Shelley Aranquin at 6142. Ladies and gentlemen, we've begun our final descent toward the end of this video. For local time, you'll want to check the clock. The current weather is hot. Not as hot as it was a few weeks ago, but still hot. Again, on behalf of the accounting crew, we'd like to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to working with you soon. We hope you have a fantastic 2017-18 school year.